Hello everyone, and welcome to the review of the new Aqara G2 IP camera. This is one of the most advanced IP cameras that Xiaomi has issued until now. So beside all of these Chinese specifications, you might get the idea that this is Full HD and has the new encoding such as H.265, and it has a wide lens and something else in Chinese. But the best of it is the fact that it has a gateway function, so you can connect this camera with motion sensor, with temperature and humidity sensor, with a wireless switch like this, and so on. So all the Xiaomi ecosystem can connect to this camera, as this also uses the ZigBee protocol, and you can do various automations, such as this thing measures light. So when it's dark and you move in front of it, it can turn on the light if you have an e-light lamp. And all of these sensors need a gateway, and this camera, it's not only an IP camera, but it's also a gateway. Of course, if you want to learn more about the system that Xiaomi does and their home automation, you are going to find a link somewhere here, and that will take you to a full playlist with sensors and how to set up smart home and what things you can do with it. So I highly recommend you checking that out, and you will get a glimpse of just a tiny amount of the things that you may want to do or you can do with this system. So let's take it out of the box and see what you get inside beside the camera. So the camera looks really nice. It actually kind of remembers me of a Minion from that movie. And here it has a speaker, probably micro USB power supply. Here is the infrared and the lens in the middle. It also probably has a microphone, and it has this very nice support which pivots, and you can put this on the table, and it also rotates around 360 degrees, and you can also wall mount this, and you can tilt it like that, and it will be very nice to fit on the wall. And of course you can also fit this on the ceiling if you want to. And it has, of course, a concealed micro USB port, and that is the reset port. It's a small hole where you are going to plug a pin to reset the camera in case you want to reconfigure it. So let's see what else we get inside. We get the reset pin, of course. We get a very thick metal plate and a double-sided 3M tape, and that's for gluing it directly onto something without drilling holes. That's nice. But you can also use that metal plate, which is actually magnetic, so you can fix the plate somewhere, and you are going to just keep the camera fixed by magnet, which is really smart, so you can take this off really easily. I like the idea. It's something new, never seen until now on other cameras. You also get a power cable, which is micro USB for the camera, and a small power brick. This one, which comes with China and USA standard type. You need an adapter if you are from Europe, and this supplies, let's see, should be written somewhere. Well, there it is. 5 volts, of course, because it's USB, and it's 1000 milliamps, so it's 1 amp. Last but not least, you also get a manual with it, but it's only in Chinese, so there's no real hints of how to set up this. But being a Xiaomi, should always work with the Xiaomi smart home environment and Mi Home app. So I'm going to use a power bank right now to power this on and see if we can set up it right away. So it should do something, probably, hopefully. The power bank has just started. It draws just a tiny amount of power, surprisingly. I'm going to let it start.
等待连接中，请打开 APP。
Yes, that's right. I have understood all of it exactly what they wanted to explain. Thank you. And now I need to open the app, and let's see, I need to probably start GPS, Bluetooth, wireless, and look at that, that's smart. Found the camera, so I'm going to press on connect. Yes, it's the same network, and here it says that scan QR code with the camera and keep the phone at a distance of about 15 centimeters. So I'm going to do just that, so let's hope it works.
二维码扫描成功，请稍后。
Yes, of course.
无线网络连接成功。
Yes, you are right. Always you are right. Alright, so probably next, bring devices closer. Just like that. How close? Alright. Let's wait. And device added. Where is it? Is it in my bathroom? In my bedroom? Haha, you are kinky. So it's going to be in my study room. Okay, so I'm going to press next. And actually it takes more for getting this info than installing the camera, which I have did, and that was really easy to do and pleasant to install. Alright, so I'm going to wait for the info to come, as I'm still getting it. And it seems that if you have patience, it will pay off. So I get this user agreement. Do you agree or do not agree? So I must agree. More control functions. Firmware update is available. I'm going to press on cancel because I don't want to update it right now. And connect fail. Refresh. And let's see what's happening here. So it tries to connect, but it doesn't want to work. So probably I need to actually update the firmware. So I'm going to do that. Update. So it's downloading the firmware. It takes a bit of time. It goes fast and then stops and then goes a few percents more and then stops again. So I'm going to wait for it to finish, and it's 100% finished downloading, and now it's updating, and I'm going to wait. And the update is now done, so I'm going to press OK. Let's see, do I get image now? And look at that, it's finally working. So it needed that update to work with my version probably of the app, and now it works just fine, and it actually works really nice. Usually this type of cameras are very laggy, and this is not. That's a good impression for a start. And you can choose from the app here HD or standard definition. You can have this floating type of widget to check it on the phone. Let's go back to the camera. Let's see what else we can do. So you can mute the camera, you can put it in full screen mode, and you have this camera sleep, and you can wake it. I don't know what that is. Maybe you want to turn it off when you are having something more intimate to do. Probably you can call it record audio, yes. And now I can talk to the phone, and you know the drill. It's two-way audio. It has a speaker inside, it has a microphone, you can hear it on the mobile phone. Also talking to the phone, you have a speaker here, and who's the person in the room there is going to hear you. You have a record on demand button that will record the video. You have this take a picture button, and this button here, control devices. You can control switches, curtains, sockets, and other type other type of devices from the hub from here. So you have control devices here, you have alert. What is alert? Go to settings, alright, and if I press on edit, manage control page. Alright, so if I go to camera settings, maybe you can see it, maybe you don't, something like that. So you have camera settings, plenty of settings there, and you have also alert settings, motion detection, abnormal sound detection, so it has also audio detection, which is a very good thing. You have album management and hub settings, and from hub settings you can go to child device list, and here you can add all the devices that Xiaomi uses in their ecosystem, such as switches, motion detection sensors, outlets, smoke detectors, smart lights, vibration sensors, door opening sensors. So all of that can be added from here, and you can use the camera to control them and do automations, which is wonderful. And on automation you can do your own commands, and you can share the device with someone else. In general settings you have security settings, manage location, check for firmware updates, network and network info, time zone, and usual stuff that goes with IP cameras, and that's really nice. And I must tell you that looking at this in full HD quality, it really looks amazing on the screen of my mobile phone. You can see the details, you can even see the textures of my table here where I film, where I record this video. So I'm really impressed by it. It's amazing. So it really has very good image quality. It also displays here the timestamp and the day stamp, which is important in case something goes wrong, which is really good to have. And that was some footage taken with the camera and a few snapshots, and those are not from the microSD card, so those are just streamed from the camera through the wireless and recorded on my mobile phone. And you can see they look really good, but the recordings on the microSD card are actually better than the one that are streamed over the app, because the app uses compression, so you can check the recordings very easily, and you don't want to have big transfer between the camera and your mobile phone, because this can work not only on wireless network, but you can use this camera to check the recordings when you are not at home and you are using mobile data connection. So you want that compression because it will help you actually see something, and good quality recordings can be stored on the camera, which is really good. And with that said, I hope that you have enjoyed this. If you have any kind of questions about the camera, let me know. This thing works like a normal IP camera with all the things needed, such as motion detection and things like that. But I really love the gateway function because I have a lot of Xiaomi sensors, and you can always connect all of those to it, and you can do a lot of creative stuff with it, and I simply love that. So be sure to follow my next uploads, where I'm going to test more sensors and do more automations with them. And until then, see you and bye bye.